This nation has placed its destiny in the hands and heads and hearts of its millions of free men and women.
The speech itself is so bold and so courageous, and his faith in the future and what's possible is in fact contagious.
As a nation, we may take pride in the fact that we are soft-hearted, but we cannot afford to be soft-headed.
When he gave his speech in January 6, 1941, the world was in flames. In the end of his speech, Roosevelt mentioned these four freedoms that should be upheld for everyone, everywhere in the world. And by saying that, he motivated the American people to liberate Europe.
We look forward to a world founded upon four essential human freedoms. The first is freedom of speech and expression everywhere in the world. The second is freedom of every person to worship God in his own way everywhere in the world. The third is freedom from want everywhere in the world. The fourth is freedom from fear anywhere in the world.
It was a moral framework for it's them today, it's us tomorrow. And what do we stand for? And what will we fight for? And so I think that's what the speech sort of lays out, that we're not just islands unto ourselves.
The Four Freedoms Awards have been presented in Middelburg since 1982, and it's because of the family roots of President Roosevelt. They came originally from Oud-Vossemeer in Doden, and they left the Netherlands for the New World.
It is very important to emphasize the transatlantic bond between our nations, because we fought together and we stood for something greater than ourselves. And the Four Freedoms are the pillars of that democracy that our ancestors fought and died for. And people in the Netherlands died for it, and Americans died for it. And we owe them something to honor the laureates who are fighting for those ideals today. And some are everyday people, and some are heads of state, and that's the beauty of it.
Our world continues to have a majority made silent by the frustration of poverty.
To be afraid of violence, and that was a dominant feeling, and the generation of fear and the most effective weapon of dictatorship.
I believe the basic human nature is compassionate.
Apartheid used religion unashamedly for its nefarious end. It approved of religion and of the churches when these supported apartheid.
Up to now, globalization favors the rich and the mighty and does not address one of the most devastating assaults on human dignity, poverty.
It is estimated that every day more than 20,000 people die because they are too poor to stay alive.
And when violence and warfare become chronic in a region, then religion often gets sucked into the mess and becomes a part of the problem.
I had two options, only two options. Either to remain silent and wait to be killed, or to speak out and then be killed.
The isolationism we see today is the fearful retreat from the increasing complexity and interrelatedness of global challenges, such as climate change.
When I stand here and look at the other laureates, I'm once again reminded that freedom means self-sacrifice. Not just suffering, but acting boldly.
Yes, wars continue. Sadly, people are still dying. Yes, we often hear that international law and the global order are broken, but there is still a clear majority of nations that recognize that war is not normal. Killing people is not normal, and aggression and violence must be stopped.
Everyone needs to live with dignity because freedom is for all of us. Thank you.
Today, more than ever, these four freedoms are under pressure. We have all been brought up in an era of peace, and therefore maybe we sometimes take freedom and democracy for granted. But freedom must be fought for, must be defended time and time again.
We need to recommit and renew these values again and again. And it would be wonderful if we didn't have to, and it was a perfect world, but we're not there. And we have to renew and recommit so that we can get there and narrow the gap between what is and what can be.
You don't have to be Nelson Mandela or Desmond Tutu to be an activist for freedom and democracy.
It's not just somebody else's fight. That's what the whole speech is about. It's not just somebody else's fight, it's our fight.
Our strength is our unity of purpose to that high concept. There can be no end save victory.